Since the introduction of the Safer, Stronger Arkansas legislative package, I've heard from police and prison personnel from across our state. These are the people on the ground every day trying to keep our streets safe from violent criminals. And frankly, they've been struggling. They see the problems that riddle our prisons, our criminal justice system, and our law enforcement programs. Almost uniformly, they are ecstatic to see the Safer, Stronger Arkansas legislative package signed into law. I heard particularly strong testimony from Saline County Sheriff Rodney Wright, who's president of the Arkansas Sheriff Association. He described how this legislation affects every single county in our state and has the support of every single sheriff. Sheriff Wright in particular has more than 40 state inmates sitting in his county jail. He can't move them to the state prison because of the bed shortage. And while he's holding these felony offenders, he's unable to lock up other criminals in our state. When we let misdemeanors go unchecked, those minor offenses will often transform into major ones. It's no mistake that Arkansas has one of the highest violent crime rates in America. In a moment, the legislation I sign will put an end to that failed status quo. No more revolving door in our prisons, and no more weak sentencing, and no more unsafe streets. Under the Protect Arkansas Act, if you commit an egregious offense like murder, rape, or child sex abuse, you will serve 100% of the jail time that you were sentenced to. Violent offenders will have to serve at least 85% of their sentence before they're eligible for release with supervision. No more letting violent criminals back on the street without serious prison time. I'll also sign the Death by Delivery bill today. That legislation is focused on the killer drug dealers that are fueling our ongoing fentanyl epidemic. The Biden administration has left our southern border wide open, allowing a flood of fentanyl to pour into our country through Mexico. To protect our citizens, Arkansas will step up where the federal government has failed. Arkansas will now charge drug dealers with murder if they deliver certain drugs that cause an overdose. For the most heinous drug dealers, those who traffic fentanyl to children, we will charge them with life in prison. In addition to these two bills, my administration is funding a new prison with 3,000 beds to address the crisis-level prison bed shortage in our state. Talk to any law enforcement officer and they'll tell you that this is one of their #1 legislative priorities. We're also investing in the practices that are proven to reduce recidivism, and we will offer millions more dollars in incentives to bring additional corrections officers into the field and enhance pay and training for our police. Some have criticized Safer, Stronger Arkansas. They say that a new prison and stronger sentencing are too tough on Arkansas's criminals. But we will not let violent criminals continue to go unchecked in our state. We will not allow them to continue to terrorize our citizens. And we will certainly not accept the failed status quo. We will not rest until we hold criminals in Arkansas accountable and enforce the law on the books. We can and we must do everything that is within our power to protect the people of our state. That's a big part of what we're doing today. And with this group behind me and those other members in our legislature, we will not rest until we see that come to completion.